Hello everybody, welcome back to Brain Better. Today, we're going to share with you what is a growth mindset and 8 characteristics of having one. Make sure to watch until the end of the video because to embrace a growth mindset, we have to first know what exactly it is and how people with a growth mindset perceive things and respond to different situations in their lives. Also, if you find this video value-adding, make sure to subscribe to our channel so that we can continue to provide more values to you through our videos. Now let's get straight into our topic today. What is a growth mindset and what are the 8 characteristics of someone with a growth mindset? The concept of the growth mindset was mainly introduced and popularized by the psychologist Carol Dweck through her book called Mindset: The New Psychology of Success. Carol Dweck believes that those who are successful in life are able to achieve great heights not because of inherited genes nor some fixed prior ability. She believes that it is effort, strategies, and help from others that truly contribute to one's success. Some people may be lucky enough to be born with natural gifts and talents. While it does place them ahead of others at the starting point, it certainly doesn't guarantee a place for them at the finish line. In fact, sometimes it can even be a curse to those who are born a so-called natural. Without the right mindset, talents can eventually turn into a huge burden for these people, making them fear failure even more. After all, how can you afford to fail when all the while people have believed that you are a natural who is always the number one in class, who never loses a match, who always achieves success effortlessly? Well, the good news is, whether you are born a natural or not, it really doesn't matter. What matters more is your mindset. Shift your mindset and watch how your life changes. Now, let's get straight into the 8 characteristics of the growth mindset. Number 1. People with a growth mindset believe that qualities, skills, and abilities can be developed. This is one of the main characteristics that distinguishes between the fixed and the growth mindset. People with a fixed mindset believe that our skills, qualities are mainly dependent on our natural talent. If you have it, you have it. If you don't, it's best that you don't waste your time on it. No matter how hard you try, you'll never succeed. Success is only for the naturals. On the contrary, people with a growth mindset believe otherwise. They believe that there's nothing stopping a person from developing their skills and abilities as long as they put in effort, have the right strategies, and get the right coach. They believe that everyone has the capacity to grow and get better because it's never about the talent. It's about your mindset. Number 2. People with a growth mindset seek progress, not perfection. The growth mindset believes that we are all work in progress. None of us are finished products. Therefore, it only makes sense if we continuously improve and develop ourselves. And in order to grow, we have to step out of our comfort zone and embrace change. Well, you may be thinking, I don't feel comfortable embracing change. Maybe that's why I'm not like those with a growth mindset. The truth is, human brains are wired to resist change and seek comfort. It works the same for those with a growth mindset. They don't like change either, but they know they have to get used to being uncomfortable because that's the only way they can grow. Number 3. People with a growth mindset view failure differently. Making mistakes is the most human thing ever. There's no way to find a perfect person on earth that never fails nor makes any mistakes. To those with a growth mindset, they understand that failure is only an action, is not an identity. There's definitely a huge difference between I failed and I'm a failure. People with a growth mindset understand that failure does not define who they are. Failing or making mistakes doesn't mean you're incapable or weak. It just means you're human. other than having a different perception towards failure. What makes those with a growth mindset really stand out is the way they handle failure. Instead of succumbing to despair, they deal with their failure, learn from it, and turn it into a fuel that propels them forward. More importantly, people with a growth mindset don't find excuses, nor do they blame others when they make mistakes. John Wooden, the former American basketball coach and player, once said that you aren't a failure until you start to blame. Because the moment we blame others, we're basically denying our mistakes and taking away all the chance there is to learn from it. Number 4, people with a growth mindset has a different definition of success. To many people, success is equal to perfection and the absence of mistakes. However, to those with a growth mindset, success is equal to growth and improvement. It's not about showing the world how good you are, it's about getting better every day. The way we view success indeed has a tremendous effect on our lives. If success means perfection, it's normal that we would want to do everything we can to make sure we don't make mistakes, to make sure we stay flawless. And in order to stay flawless, we avoid taking risks. We avoid trying new things. However, if success means growing and improving to us, it will definitely change the course of our lives. We'll stop fearing mistakes and start trying new things to improve ourselves. Because true failure happens not when we make mistakes, but it happens when we stop growing. Number 5. People with a growth mindset welcome challenges. One of the reasons why those with a growth mindset are constantly improving is because they don't fear challenges. Most people are afraid to take up new challenges in life because they are afraid of making mistakes. They are afraid of failure because every time they try new things, they're putting themselves at risk of making mistakes, which will not preserve the perfect image they have in others' eyes. But just like what Albert Einstein said, if you have never failed, you have never tried anything new. There's a price to pay for being perfect, and so does growing. It's either you stop growing or you risk making mistakes. The question is, which outcome is more rewarding? Number 6. People with a growth mindset have a different view towards effort. While many people glorify effortless success, the growth mindset pursues otherwise. Many people are afraid to put in effort or to be seen doing so because they believe that effort is only for those who don't have the ability. It's a sign of weakness. It reduces them. Or worse, they even mock those who put in effort. On the contrary, the growth mindset believes that effort is a sign of strength. It's what gets you to the finish line. It's what brings you success and accomplishment. Effort tells so much about someone as a person, and they don't have to hide the fact that they're putting in effort. In fact, they are proud to show the world that they're working just as hard as anybody else, even if they really are lucky enough to be born with natural talents. Number 7. People with a growth mindset celebrate others' success and learn from them. How would you react when you see your peers being more successful than you? Would you celebrate and cheer for them? Or would you find a new group of friends who are less accomplished than you so that you can stand out from them? When you make mistakes, would you look to someone more successful than you to learn what they did better than you? Or would you look to someone who did worse than you to make yourself feel better? Well, there's this saying that if you want to know a person's net worth, look at his friends, because most of the time, it mirrors the people around him. Indeed, the environment can shape a person, so choose your friends wisely. Of course, this doesn't mean that we should stop being friends with people who are less accomplished than us. However, if our motive is so that we can stand out from them and make ourselves feel better, then it may be time for us to rethink our circle of friends. Number 8. People with a growth mindset are team players. Whether in sports or at work, do you act as a team player? Or are you so busy trying to be the superstar who constantly seeks validation for your talents and abilities? People with a growth mindset understand that in order to go fast, you can walk alone. But in order to go far, you have to walk with a team. Being a superstar may feel great, but being a super team is what matters more. So here's a question for you. Would you rather be the superstar in an ordinary team who never wins? Or would you rather be an ordinary team player in a superstar team who always wins? Well, we'll leave it to you to choose the answer. Now that we've covered what is a growth mindset and its 8 characteristics, check out this playlist of our videos that cover other topics related to mindset. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss out on all these value-packed videos on leadership, psychology, relationships, and so much more. See you in the next video. Bye!